It's a completely different situation, but you know, it's tough to win on their home floor to begin with. I thought we played a good game one. We was in position to do it. We didn't get it done. Game two, they kind of came out. We didn't play a good game. They jumped on us in the second half, and that was that. But they took care of home court. Now we get opportunity to bring them to our home floor, and you know, you just got to get a win. So tomorrow we got to get a win and go from there. But you know, they said series doesn't really start until somebody wins on the road, and that hasn't happened yet. So you know, we got to go back to work tomorrow.
Do you do anything to reset in between games? I know after game one you get to visit with your grandma and your family, but when you get back here, do you do anything to reset and kind of get your mind right?
No, I mean, I think my mind is always right. You know, I don't sweat it too much. I don't go, you know, say, oh, we lost the first two games, or we back home. I got to go do some crazy thing to get back focused. I mean, I just came back home. I went to eat, watched some boxing. I mean, I didn't really sweat it too much, but you know, I think the focus is still the same. You know, we've been doing a pretty good job defending, and we haven't shot the ball great. And usually on your home floor, shots, you know, seem to fall. A few things go your way. We can't depend on the fact that we're at home to win the game, but you know, I'm sure the crowd will bring a lot. We'll be excited. Another opportunity to step out there and play, and a chance to win a game. You know, it's not like we're down 3-0 or something. We got opportunity to take advantage of our home floor, and you know, tomorrow will be the start.
In that vein, Mo said he thought the game three was a must-win after game two. Do you agree with that notion that it's a must-win?
I mean, pretty much. You don't want to go into game four down 3-0. You know, that's dangerous territory, and you know, I think we'll feel a lot better if we went into game four 2-1, looking to tie it up.
I know it's a different series, different team. What maybe did you learn last year coming back against the Clippers?
It's not over till it's over. You know, we down 2-0, didn't play great to begin that series, and you know, you win game three. You got game four pretty much done, and then Blake and Chris Paul go down. And had we given up after the second game last year and coming to game three with our heads down, maybe it doesn't even matter. You know, and we go home in the first round. And, you know, that was an unfortunate situation, but that just goes to show that you just never know. And beyond that, you know, we still believe we can beat them. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, they won the first two games. We competed really well in the first. Blowout in the second, but like I said after the game, scores don't carry over. You know, each game is different. You know, I watched a few games yesterday. I saw that, you know, Memphis won their game three. You know, they got blown out in San Antonio and played a pretty close one in game two. And then they got one on their own floor. And Indiana had a great opportunity. Obviously, LeBron had a great game, and you know, they got that win, but it just shows you that, you know, you never out of it until it's over. You know, teams taking advantage of their opportunities on their home floor, and we got to do the same thing.
Did you notice a difference in reaction between game one and game two?
I think they played. The ball seemed like it moved a little bit more with KD not out there. You know, it seemed like they went back to the way that they played before he got there. But more than anything, I think they just played more urgent, knowing that he wasn't out there. Everything was a little bit sharper, and they were a little bit more on edge. And even with that, I thought in the first half, not playing great, we were still right there. I think it was an 8-point game at the half, but in that third quarter, it got away from us. And, you know, we can't allow them to have those big runs. You know, when you do that, you know, you make it hard on yourself.
I was kind of referring actually to from outside, so like the way that people responded to fans in particular to the performance in game one as opposed to game two. Like, do you notice that at all, or did you notice any difference?
I mean, I'm sure they were probably disappointed. You know, you go from a game one effort that we had where it's like, man, they really could have won that game, where I'm sure a lot of people thought we had no chance, period. And then game two, you know, they probably looked like, oh man, maybe people were right. You know, I hope this is not how it's going to be. But for the guys that's actually in it, you know, I guess it happens. You know, against a team like that, when they get it going and they start feeling good, it can happen. But it goes back to what I said to begin with. You know, it doesn't really start until somebody wins on the road. And they took care of home, and we have the same opportunity to take care of our home floor, and that's what we need to be focused on.
Is it a big deal to come home for you guys? Is there an advantage to being home?
I mean, I think any team would say that they have an advantage on their home floor. You sleep in your own bed, you in your comfort zone. This is our home floor. The crowd is going to be behind us, whereas on the road, when the team hits a few big shots and you got to call a timeout, they cheering against you. Now, that's going to be on our side. It's just a different feeling, and I don't know. I guess it creates a certain level of confidence knowing that many people is behind you and want to see you win, and it puts a certain amount of stress on the visiting team. So I think we do have a home court advantage just because of the way our fans operate, and we need to take advantage of that.
You said not to get it twisted. You guys still believe you can win.
Yeah.
What fuels that confidence? What makes you so confident?
Just the belief in what we're capable of as a team. We feel like we match up well, and we feel like we can beat them. I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to think. You down 2-0, and you coming back home, and they're still the same team, and we're still the same team, and we still believe the same thing.
In terms of off-day routine stuff, watching box and all that, that's just a normal part of your life? I mean, like, that's like a regular season thing for you too?
I mean, I do the same stuff all the time. I don't switch what I do up a whole lot, and just because it's the playoffs, I don't see why I should just completely change everything that I do. You know what I mean? And I just don't believe in putting that added stress on myself of, I just need to focus on just the playoffs and nothing else, and not live. I mean, that's better for some people, but it's not better for me.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, just do what you do.
How much?
At that point, you're making it more than the game.
How much do the Warriors miss Dirk?
I mean, they beat us by almost 30 without him. So, I mean, but obviously having him out there is more firepower, another weapon. And, they're a better team with him on the floor. And, either way, with or without him, it's going to be a challenge for us, and a challenge that we're ready for.
What did you guys do today? Just film mainly, or I mean?
Yeah, we watched a lot of film. I think a lot of the things on the film, we should feel good about. Especially on the defensive end, we competed really well on the defensive end, just as far as how physical we were. We made things difficult for them, and had we been able to make shots, I think it's a different situation even in game 2. But we saw a lot of things that we need to do better as well. And if we take what we watched and what we talked about in the film room and put it on the floor, we should be in a much better position.
In terms of losses, you guys, game 1 was semi-close, game 2 was more of a double-digit win by them. Does that make a difference to you? Like, add another motivating factor, like you coming off that large of a loss?
No, I mean, like I said before, you could lose by 100 in game 2. In game 3, the score is going to start off 0-0, and you don't get 2 wins for a blowout. You get 1 win, whether it's 1 or 100, and it's as simple as that.